Hello everybody, this is Yoshi, somewhere out of Generous, and I have something I want to show you today. As we developed 1030, we already had another idea on our minds. That was the Booby trap. It's basically a satchel charge which is triggered when somebody comes near. So, how do they look like? First of all, they take up 2 gear slots, and they can be crafted out of 2 small RPG shells, whatever, a cord, 1 nails, and also 1 scrap metal. So they're not that easy to craft, and they are crafted by the mini tools item in game. Well, you have 2 options here, as you can see. 2 new options, the create booby trap and the diffuse booby trap option. I will not show you how it looks like to create a booby trap, because that's quite boring stuff. I will show you how it looks like when one of those things goes off. First of all, you see our well-known construction or build animation, which is quite short for setting up a booby trap. Then you will see this model, and then you should hurry and get away. You have only a few seconds before the trap becomes active after you've placed it, and well, by now it should be active. In this version I'm showing you, I'm currently using a Sidewinder explosion, which is quite weak in my opinion. We might boost this up a little more for the release, but right now this should quite do the trick and show you how these things work. So I'll just get near this thing and run for my life. So it's quite an explosion, as you can see. But you already saw that there's some delay between the beep sound and, well, the explosion. And this is the only disadvantage of booby traps. They will be tremendously strong in game afterwards, but blowing up a vehicle or fast moving player won't be that easy. At least not in a house or something like that. I presume that barracks are going to be crowded with fucking booby traps, so there has to be a way around, and I want to show you that right now. So I'm gonna set up another booby trap. And as I showed you earlier, there's a diffuse option. So how to diffuse that little bomb over there? Basically it's based on the speed you're going near this trap. So you have 3 options. You can either go straight up like this with holding your walk key. You can crouch and hold your walk key. Or you can prone and not hold your walk key, because the booby traps are triggering for a certain amount of speed you've got to have. So basically you will have to approach the trap from the front. If you walk in sideways like this or like this, it will trigger 2, or if you just walk like that, it will trigger the bomb. So you have to really go straight up to it. I don't have a weapon, so this looks kinda badass right now. But this should be the way in the future to approach barracks, to really go slow into it and first check for booby traps around and make sure there's nothing which can explode. As you can see, I'm fucking near this trap now, and it doesn't go off. Why is that? Booby traps only trigger in a distance up to 2 meters. but don't even try to run in onto this trap, because, well, in the distance it triggers 2 meters or 1 meter of distance, you will get shredded to pieces anyway. So now that we're in the so-called safe zone or whatever, we can go ahead and defuse the bomb. This has no animation and it will stay like that, I guess. And right now it took me only one go through to defuse the bomb. You will hear the beep sound again, and well, then all danger is gone. Defusing a booby trap might really take a while sometimes because the duration it takes is completely randomized. So, well, yeah, that's the booby trap. And just one more explosion for the fans. And actually the Sidewinder rocket is pretty weird because yesterday I placed it for testing purposes inside the barracks and the barracks didn't blow off. If you went to another room, you were just safe, and that's definitely not what I want, because that's the same shit with satchel charges currently in game. So if you see a satchel charge, you basically just have to get into another room, and if you're lucky the barracks don't crack and you're perfectly safe. So I want this to make this booby trap really a lot stronger than the satchel charge and make it really, yeah, dangerous and deadly. So just to show you, if I walk in sideways, because I'm dumb, it will explode. And the blast radius is quite weak, as you can see. With the trap I'm planning to deploy, you would be freaking dead in a radius of like 30 meters with no cover, so be prepared for the bang, so to speak.